Welcome to ARich Life Podcast with your host, Alisha Richard, the show where we enrich, encourage, and inspire women entrepreneurs to build a business that they love. Get inspired by other success stories and to finally get the courage to start a small business and also to learn to maintain your business. Are you ready to live a rich life? Welcome to ARich Life Podcast with your host, Alisha Richard. Alisha Richard is an award-winning entrepreneur, full-time photographer, wife, and mom, and is ready to teach you the different tools and strategies to start your business.
Hello. I am Alisha Richard, and thank you so much for listening to ARich Life Podcast. This is episode number 1, and I really want to talk about the purpose of the podcast. So the purpose of ARich Life Podcast is to enrich, encourage, and inspire current and future women entrepreneurs to just step out and to be who you are. So in a world that seems like it's just so crowded and it looks like everybody is doing the same thing, I just want to help you strategize to create a profitable business. So I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years, and I've been a full-time photographer for 4 years, and I've had my experience. I've had my ups and downs, and I feel like after photographing over 100 weddings and working with over 1,000 families, I feel like I could just help fellow entrepreneurs or fellow photographers to really just be confident in who you are, be confident in your prices, be confident in your knowledge, be confident in your expertise so that you could deliver your talent and your expertise to the world. So with this podcast, we will be taking this journey together. So there's something that I just thought about, and it's like, take my hand. Yes, take my hand, and we're going to go through this together. We're going to go through this journey together, and we're going to empower families. We're going to empower women to be the best that they could possibly be. So we will have guest speakers and other female entrepreneurs to really just give us a boost and to help with those tools and strategies and learn about what they've done in their businesses so that we could adopt some of those same habits with our own. So if you want to know, well, who is this lady that is talking to me? Who am I listening to right now? So I'm just going to say a few things, and I'm sure that these are some things that you could just relate to. So just like you, I'm a multifaceted individual. I could sing, I could draw, I can take photos, and I'm not really shy in front of crowds. If you give me a microphone, I could probably say, and I will always love you. I will always love you. So that's just a little bit. Let's not get too happy here, but I can sing just a little bit. And as a matter of fact, using some of my other talents was also a way that I was able to book more weddings. And I was also able to work with a lot of people because they connected with me on more than one way, from not only just being a photographer, but being an extremely talented singer as well. So another thing about me is I absolutely love wearing jumpsuits, rompers, or a onesie. Like, I mean, who has time to be putting outfits together? Like, not me. Like, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta think about these business, and I just don't have time to be, matching up shirts, pants, jeans, and all of that. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll just do all in one. So like every single thing pretty much in my closet, with the exception of a few items, are like a romper, a jumpsuit, or a onesie. And I have it like so bad to where like my pajamas are like the same thing. They're like all in one pieces. Like, bruh, like we don't have no time to be looking around for clothes, okay? So the next thing is that I am a wife. And I've been married for 6 years. Yes, me and my husband have been together for 6 years. So I've been married to the same man all this time. Isn't that something? So I am a happy wife. We've been married for 6 years, and I have 2 children. I have a 5-year-old and I have an 11-year-old. So what keeps me from getting the 3rd child is really just the cost of childcare. It's like really, really out the roof. And that's like a birth control all in itself. So that's one of the reasons why I am not too anxious about having another little individual in this world. I mean, geez, for real, for real. The next thing about me is I am a teacher. Now, of course, like you probably can relate, but I feel like a lot of times as a child, we already kind of feel like we know who we are. And I used to just like sit when I was, in elementary school, and I used to teach like my doll babies. I used to write on the board. And I really thought when I went to college that I would be in front, like I would go to school for education, which I did. My undergrad is in education. My minor, is in education, but I do have a bachelor's degree. And initially I thought that I would be in front of a classroom teaching like 25 or 30 people. And I really just thought that teaching was going to be my, all, like it was just going to be it. And, what actually happened is after I graduated from college with a degree in sociology, I picked up a camera and I actually enjoyed it like with all of my heart. So at this point, after being a photographer for 6 years, I'm like, well, I know that I'm a teacher, but I know that I'm not a traditional teacher. I know that I'm not supposed to be like in a school setting classroom, but I wanted to do something to have another type of classroom. And teaching is actually one of my passions because I've always wanted to be a teacher when I grow up. So, like how I said, I thought I would have been in a school teaching a bunch of kids in elementary school, but I feel like my journey is taking me somewhere else. So that's just a little bit of things about me. Now, I must say, though, that I am not an expert, that I am just learning just like everyone else is, regardless of what level of an entrepreneur you are with your small business, you're still learning something because Facebook updates all the time. Instagram updates all the time. So regardless of what level you are, you're still learning. So that's pretty much where we all are at. So ARich Life Podcast is really just to help build women, female entrepreneurs, and to just help with the total woman, because sometimes women do lag, in just certain areas. So this podcast is really just to help you, to motivate you and inspire you to become the woman that you are supposed to be, for you to just set yourself out there into this big old world and really just show the world who you are. And that is your uniqueness. That is your smile. That is your joy. That is what you present on a daily basis. So I must say, to my new sister, welcome to ARich Life Podcast. Welcome to our whole new world. So we want to build a community of other female entrepreneurs as we help each other build a profitable brand. So if you like anything about this episode, please like and share or just subscribe to our podcast, and we will be coming out with new podcasts weekly. So thank you so much. Again, I am Alisha Richard, and I appreciate you for listening. And thank you for listening to the first episode of ARich Life Podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you.